All right. Last time we talked about our voltage dividers, and we come up with the equation saying that the V outs, voltage outs, equal R1 plus R1. Oh, this is voltage out R2. Sorry, Vn. So let's say we have the circuit like this. We have R1 right there, and R2, and then we have a ground down here. This is the V outs. V outs. Okay. So this will be R1 and then R2. And essentially the R2 is the voltage drop across the resistor to V out. So V out equal R2 over R1 plus R2 time of Vn. Here is our Vn. So I have this lithium battery here before two of them. Like this is 18650, and two of them give us a total of, I'm using my multimeter here, and I'm reading 7.8, maybe 8 point something, 7.4 or something like that, like 8.6. Alright, doesn't matter. So let me go ahead and plug this out. If lithium battery, we gotta be careful, alright? So we're gonna build a voltage divider to divide that voltage by 2, okay? Here I have a 200 ohm resistors. Maybe we can go ahead and then we measure that. So I check my multimeter too. Ohms here. It's 200 ohms. I move it to maybe 20 there. And then we can grab those two leads and then just measure the whole thing. Just to confirm the values, right? Like alligator clips, that's what they call it. Let me slow down a little bit. Alright. Reading like a 99.5. Maybe not that accurate at all. Let me put this guy off and then we turn on. At 99.5 kilo ohms, approximately. It's somewhat close, but let's say so. 1 kilo ohms, doesn't matter. Alright, let's grab this one. Let's measure this one too. I don't need to, but just for fun, let's do it. Alright, this one too is 1 kilo ohm point 1. Pretty close. Alright. So we have 2 kilo ohm resistors and plug them to the breadboard and do some experiment. We're going to build our voltage dividers. So I'm going to go ahead and plug the second one in series, of course, like in here. So R1 and R2, just like that. Alright, what we want to do, we want one of them to be connected to the ground. I'm going to put one here. So we want this one to go to ground. This one will go to the ground. This is going right. Okay, perfect. And then this is the positive lead. This is the lithium battery. We gotta be careful not to explode the whole thing here. So this couldn't go to the positive here. Alright, let's go to the positive. And then we have this one. We'll go to the ground, of course. Alright, gotta be careful here. Make sure everything is connected the right way. Otherwise, I'm gonna film the whole table here. Alright, this is the negative. Go to the negative ground. Alright, so we're gonna put this one. The positive here will go here. Right. See positive cables. And then we want to measure the one in the middle. So this is how I use my one. Alright, maybe let's take this one up first. Just to be being a little bit careful here so I don't blow up anything. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and then add this one here. So this one is to the positive, right? Alright, now we're gonna measure. Let me go over this one more time. So the negative here, the positive of the battery go right here. And then we have our resistor R1 and R2 in series connect to the positive lead right here. So we're going to measure the voltage in the middle here, which should be around half of the voltage of the battery. So if I put this one here, I still need another ground first, because I'm gonna have to measure across from the ground, which is this one down here, and I have one ground open in here, just like that. Essentially what's going on here, since R1 equal R2, so we have a ratio of 1 for 2. So a V out essentially will be 1 over 2 over Vn, something like that. So it will be half of it, right? So let's confirm that. So what I'm going to do is plug this right here. Alright, now I'm going to put it right, so just like that. Alright, hopefully there's no short circuit to fill the whole table here. So I'm going to go ahead and then measure the voltage. Let me measure the voltage across the battery one more time. So what I'm going to do is plug this one right here, and then I'm going to check my multimeter to 20 here, and what I'm going to do is pick this one to the positive and pick this one to the negative, and I'm reading 8.8. That's the battery cross, that's the voltage across the two. Now let's measure the voltage across our voltage divider. So I'm going to come to the middle here one more time here. This is a V out right here, that will be in the middle of the two resistors. So if I plug this one to the middle right here, we can measure the voltage out. So it should be 4.04. all right, let's go. There we go. Now we get 4.03. That's pretty close to the value that it should be, because the voltage across the battery is around 8.04, and then it got divided by 2. And that's essentially how you build voltage divider. It's pretty simple.